So I just want to start off today's video by talking about a couple of really cool things because I'm very excited to be back at it here. First of all, I'm trying a new style of recording today, so I'm going to be recording with my iPhone, and hopefully that kind of works out better. I've never tried this before, but I'm going to try to edit, do the thumbnail and everything from my phone because I found that one of the things that's really been keeping these videos from coming out so consistently is because I've been putting a lot of time into editing them, using a proper camera, and then having SD cards and then unloading those and editing them on my computer and uploading from there. I'm going to try it and see if it works any quicker on my phone. I already noticed I'm not quite in the middle of the frame, but I'm trying, okay? But yeah, we're going to try this out and see how this works. Anyway, we got some really exciting stuff going on in the office today. First of all, we've got a lot of orders to pull, so I'm going to go ahead and get those all packed, as well as I've been working on a new eBay store. Now, I know that kind of sounds ridiculous, but basically the idea there is that I'm going to be trying to basically build out a store that's like a superstore. Maybe working with another buddy on it, and we're going to be trying to build out a store with as many listings as possible, as many different items as possible, and just going to try to kill it, get as many sales as possible. I'm really excited about the entire thing. I'm going to probably make a full video talking about it in the future, but today we're going to set up for that. So in order to do that, we're going to first of all pull these orders because there's quite a few going out that I got to get out today. So we're going to do that right off the bat. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to actually clean up the office, looking through a lot of the items I have, figuring out what I can set aside for the store. I picked up quite a few things from Value Village over the last couple days, so we'll take a look at that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put all that stuff aside and get it all set up. This tripod that I'm using is like really strange. I really got to figure this out. But anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start off with that today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the orders. This is actually really cool. This tripod, it allows me to do like a lot of like, you know, flybys and like panning and stuff. Obviously it's not totally perfect, but I'm going to be working on it. Anyway, we have a lot of video games that sold, so we're going to be pulling a lot of stuff from there. And I think there's a couple other items. Actually, no, I did an order, or I didn't do an order. I sent out a bunch of orders the other day for some non-video game related items. Those are already gone, so all we really had to deal with are video games for today and maybe a couple wholesale items. So let me go ahead and get all the items pulled. I'll share with you guys what sold and for how much money, and then we'll go ahead and move on to clean up this mess of an office. Actually, this area isn't too bad, but all over here is just a disaster. And then we're going to figure out what items we can actually dedicate to this new store. I'm going to explain how it works, not unlike the 30-day challenge. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff over here. This is where I'm doing all my shipping from. It's a disaster. But anyway, we got all that sorted out. Okay, you guys will really have to excuse the mess here, but I do have some items that sold I want to share with you. So real quick, let's just walk through these couple of wholesale items. These were like $2 or $3 a piece, something like that. Anyway, not much to look at there. These were, I think, like $4 each. These are just little like RCA adapters. Yeah, so those are kind of funky. And then we've got, let's see here, we have this little thing. This is a card holder that clips on the back of your phone, I guess. I don't know. These are all just little goofy wholesale items, but they do sell. So this one sold for I think $4 again. Nothing too big there. I think these sell for like $7 or $8. Just really get some numbers up. But these is my last one that actually sold of the drone propellers. I've been selling a lot of these recently, and they were definitely good sellers. So I might even go ahead and repurchase some of these. Then on top of that, we've got a couple video games here. AC/DC, I believe that one sold for $4 plus shipping. We've got the Terminator here. I believe that was $5 plus shipping. We've got Medal of Honor Limited Edition. This may have been $5 or $6 plus shipping. And then we've got Dragon Ball GT. I think that one was $15 plus shipping. And then we've got Call of Juarez, which was $4 or $5. I think it was $4, maybe $5. Anyway, those are the rough prices on all these items. Hopefully that kind of helps give you guys a sense. Nothing too valuable here. I did manage to sell a couple more valuable items that went out, I think yesterday, but I managed to sell a N64, which was one that I picked up a little while ago. Not sure if I showed it in this video or on the YouTube channel, but not in this video for sure, but on the YouTube channel. I definitely showed on TikTok and Instagram. I picked it up for $10, sold that for just right around $100. And I think I sold a couple extra items, but those ones already went out. Anyway, this is the stuff that I gotta go pack right now, and then we're gonna get to clean this mess up because it's a disaster. And in order to actually functionally run an eBay store, you have to have a clean workspace. Number one thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this all up, and I'll just show you guys when these are all packed, and then we'll get to cleaning. So I've got all the packages turned over for privacy reasons, obviously, but I did manage to get everything packed up. A couple of them are some lighter ones. They're going to go for under $1.94, or I guess $1.94 stamp. A couple of them will need the $1.30 and the $1.94. I was also informed on the shipping video that I did that you can actually use $3.07, I believe, or $1.09 stamps, and that also gives you the equivalent amount and actually saves you a little more money. So I might be switching over to that soon. Also, I had to do one customs form for a US order, but no big deal there. If you didn't know, you can actually get these customs forms. Let me go grab one. These right here, small packet customs forms, you can fill them out before you even go to the post office, and then you can either drop them off with the prepaid item, or you can go ahead and you can actually just take them in and sticker them on when you get to the post office. But they're very helpful because it means that you don't have to wait in line and fill them all out when you're at the post office. You can do them ahead of time. Saves a bunch of time. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stamp these all. I'm going to drop them all off, and then we will go ahead and move on with cleaning up this mess. All right, orders are all gone and done with, which basically means we can chill out for the rest of the day. Not really. Okay, we've got a lot of work to get to. So basically we've got a bunch of stuff here and a bunch of stuff here. I haven't really explained what I'm doing yet, so I feel like I should sort of start off by doing that. But essentially what I'm doing, there's a tripod, that's where I record. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm going to be going ahead and taking a bunch of items, putting them in a bin. I've actually chosen this bin right here. We're going to load this bin up with a whole bunch of different items, like stuff like this, that I'm going to contribute to a new store. I'm going to tally on all the amounts. We're going to take a total number of the starting price of all the inventory. And then I'm going to work on a friend with it in terms of listing all this stuff and trying to build it super quickly, seeing how quickly we can build a real big eBay store, much bigger than the 30-day challenge store. We're going to be playing around with it and seeing how it will work. So I think we can make a lot of money doing this, and hopefully I can give you guys a lot of different sales and a lot of different, top selling items. I can take on the risk and learn a couple things I can share with you guys along the way. So that's sort of the idea. I'm going to grab a bunch of items together and go ahead and set that all up. And in the process, I'm also going to go ahead and clean up the rest of the space. And so that is all clean. I did a general clean of the living area over here. All the stuff here is gone now. All the desks have been cleaned off pretty good. I really went for it. This is a bunch of stuff that I got to donate or get out of here. But then check this out. So I got a couple more things on the receiving shelf, but you're going to like this. Bam. Cleaned the shipping and receiving desk off. I cleaned the main desk off, except for I need to probably dust it. But anyway, I cleaned that all off, and then I cleaned my desk off. So we're ready to do some really good work now. What I'm going to be playing around with today, and this is kind of what I was going to make this video on, was doing some draft listings. So you'll notice over here now I've got 3 stacks of inventory tubs. This top one is kind of empty. It's just some random clothing stuff that I got. But the other 2, I think the bottom one, that's not going to close. The bottom one here is full of video games that I had to list eventually, but this middle one here is the one that I filled with all the stuff that I found around the office that I'm going to be putting towards this new eBay store. So hopefully it's going to go well. But basically the idea is that I'm just going to be setting up all the listings for these items as drafts just on the app. And we're going to see how quickly I can do that. And then somebody else, as in the partner, will then probably come in and fill them, or I can do that from anywhere else, at any time. But that's basically the idea. And that wasn't very clear, but essentially what I'm trying to do is build out some sort of business that allows us to basically do a bunch of draft listings from wherever, or at least have one person doing those. And then anybody, if we add employees or something in the future, or some sort of contracted workers or whatever, which is way down the line, could be able to access that and be able to adjust those listings and whatever. So it's sort of an interesting idea that I'm playing around with, just, remotely from anywhere. They can go ahead and do that without having to have the item. I'm not sure how well it's going to work because honestly, you do oftentimes need the item to actually know how to list it. Like you need to know if there's any imperfections in it, cosmetically and both functionally, and it can be kind of difficult to do that. So I'm not quite sure this is going to work, but I figured it's worth playing around with, and we're going to see how well we can do. Either way, we're building a new store, and I'm going to be documenting it. The idea at the end of the day is just to treat it like a 30-day challenge store, see how much we can get listed, and it's all the same stuff that I've already been selling. You guys already know. But it's just going to be able to track all those numbers for you guys and provide them. So then you guys can kind of learn a few things from it. And hopefully, that's sort of the idea. Okay, guys, and here we are over at the draft table now. We're just the listing station. I actually managed to do a whole bunch of these. It's actually a day later now, but I got busy just working on a whole bunch of these, trying out the draft thing before I wanted to show it to you guys. But it seems to work really well. So we've got a whole bunch of items already going. These are the ones that I still have to work on a bunch of phones. So for our example here, we're going to try out the this phone right here. It's just a loose phone, so shouldn't be worth too much, but should be a very simple listing. Also got the new store pulled up here, and we're going to be ready to go here and see if we can get this done quickly. All right, so here we are. We have a Panasonic. This is model KX-TGDA20C cordless phone with the battery back. No corrosion, it's in very good shape. So I'm excited to list this one again. Should be a very simple listing. I want to show you how you can do this quick. So we're just going to go up here to list an item, and we're going to describe it. Bam, just like that, we have the item name and model number in. We're just going to go over here to show matching items, and we can see that we have a whole bunch of categories to show up. I'm going to go here, consumer electronics, cordless telephones and handsets. We're going to go right here to used. Sometimes it'll actually give you like a listing template or some other items that are similar to yours that you can select, and then you can kind of build your listing off of that. But in this case, there wasn't one, so we're just going to make one. So starting off in the listing here, we'll go right into the photos section, and we'll open up my camera, and we'll take a couple simple pictures of the item, maybe one where we center it up just like that. And then we're going to be like, yes, you can access my photos. We're going to actually flip the item around here just like so. We're going to take a picture of the back. They're coming through a little yellow on my screen, but they're actually almost perfectly white in person, which is good. And then if you go ahead here and you open them up like so, there we go. And we will take one more on the back just like that. And sorry, I meant like pink. Not perfectly yellow or not perfectly white in person, but you see how it's coming through a little pink here. That's just the camera picking that up. Anyway, we're going to press done here and let these load in. And that's more sort of the color that the buyers are seeing. You can see there's some dirt and whatnot on my desk that I should really clean, but that's more or less the actual picture that the buyers are seeing. This is a cool feature as well. We can try it out here. It actually makes your listing stand out, and it takes away the background. So if you were shooting on like a table or something, you could actually do this with this tool. Also, not sure why it keeps taking me through the tutorial, but that's driving me insane. Anyway, you can see basically what it does here. It just allows you to sort of paint out your tool, or sorry, not paint out your tool, paint out the item using this tool, and it's kind of cool. We're actually not going to do it though for this one because it's already on a white background and I don't care that much, but that's a very cool feature to use. All right, so now in the case here, what I'm doing for these draft listings, I would just leave a title like that with the model number. So then the person on the other end, whether it's me later or the buddy that I'm partnered with for this business, we could go on and we could find the item very easily by searching it up and then fill out a full title. The only other thing that I would actually go do is just go into the description here right now, and it's already got the title in there, but we would go down and just type in something like overall good condition, because in this one, it's already good. So you do like overall good cosmetic condition or whatever. Any notes that we had about the item, I would put them here, or if he was listing something, he would put them there. And then that's basically it. And then we can come back later to this and actually finish off the entire listing. But if you're wondering about doing draft listings just from your phone, fairly simple. Your photos right there, your title is right there, your item specifics you can add there, category, which we already decided at the beginning, your description, you can do your pricing all the same. The only thing that's really different here is the shipping options, which is the ship domestically. You had to enter your package weight. It does work, but I find it's much easier to use on the computer. So what I often do is I just save these as drafts, and then I go onto my computer and I finish them off. So right here, I might just do save for later, and now I have another draft that's ready to go and be listed whenever I'm ready. But there we go. That's essentially how you would list a phone like this in a couple seconds, and you can do it much quicker as you get used to it, and when you're not holding the camera in your hand as well, trying to record yourself, take pictures. But you get the idea. Hopefully you guys found that useful. I never know if like making a video about listing an item using drafts or using your phone or any of this kind of stuff is helpful for you guys, because like, you know, I feel like you guys either already know about this stuff and you're like, yeah, you're just listing an item on eBay, come on, get on with the video, or get on with some other more complex topics. Or I can't tell if there's maybe some beginners out there that can really use this. So maybe let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. And if you like videos like this to kind of go more in depth and go really practical into exactly how I do things like this, I will try to get some better recording solutions set up for the future where I can, you know, do some screen recordings and much easier put that into a video for you guys and make it easier to understand. But for right now, I'm just trying to do my best, but hopefully that did provide you with some value. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there for today because I have a whole bunch more listings to get to. But if you guys did find some value or entertainment out of this video, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another video. I will see you guys all in the next one.